Back for another episode of Whatever Wednesday today, where pretty much anything goes and it's mostly unscripted, as is today. So yesterday I secured a test drive in a very special KTM that really is a road-going race car slash Batmobile. I've been so excited to finally get behind the wheel of one of these. I've seen a lot about them online recently, and it's quite the thing for the road. So it's currently for sale at Auto World Schweiz, who have kindly lent me the car for this morning to go test drive. I thought a Batmobile coffee run would be appropriate for that car. Bit nervous, the car looks super low, so need to avoid potholes, speed bumps, roadworks. And this is Zurich, which is pretty much made up of all three of those things. But I will do my best to avoid every obstacle in that car today. Right now I'm in Incu, which is right next to Auto World Schweiz. This is the place where I've actually brought all of my cars to for detailing and machine polish. I think over the last 4 years. Actually, I know the detailers since around 6 years now. Super good experience. So I can highly recommend if you need your car polishing, detailing, PPF, whatever. So before I go jump into the road going Batmobile, just wanted to show you what's going on here a bit at Incud 812 Competizione. This is in for PPF. Apparently he's already started on it. Of course, the car you definitely want to PPF. This looks fantastic. I've seen so much about these recently. It really is the Ferrari that people definitely want to drive, including myself. I hope I get the opportunity at some point, but it looks fantastic in the black with the silver stripe. This is another Batmobile. Today is actually, I've just realized, it is quite the Batmobile theme. Over to the left, GT4 RS. Very similar to how mine was, minus the blue wheels, which, as you know, I ended up painting in white gold, but the black brakes. Otherwise, it's actually, I think, pretty much the same spec. I have to admit, I do miss it, but only in the sense of how it looks. I don't miss actually driving the car. But as I've said previously, it was just too loud for me inside, going in at over 130 decibels right behind your head. I had hearing problems after, I had headaches. Not really the thing you want from your car. It's frustrating because otherwise I would have kept the car. I just wished Porsche had made some kind of glass across here, just broken up the cabin a bit from the intake sound. For me personally, it's too loud. For other people, it's fine. You know, it depends on your hearing. It depends how much hearing you already have left. I found from speaking to like the older generation of people that they've already actually got somewhat of a hearing loss. They're fine, of course. And the problem with hearing loss is by the time you realize, it's often too late. So it's something you really need to take care of. But I won't go too into detail about that now. Long story short, I do miss the car and I love looking at it. And maybe one day, I sometimes think an aftermarket company will think of something to separate, some kind of glass that you can separate the cabin from the airbox. But anyway, looks fantastic. Another Batmobile. These two look actually really cool together. Here it is, the KTM. Wow, wow, wow. I'm so excited. I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. Love the single wiper. As I said, I'm a bit nervous and super excited at the same time. It's Alex. Hi, Alex. He's the man to detail your car. Does all my cars. But excited, nervous. As you can see, relatively low. I think actually it's about 1 foot. I know actually that's about the same as my GT3 RS. But of course my GT3 RS has front lift, and as far as I'm aware, this doesn't. The point you need to be actually more careful of is not really the front, but the middle part. So when you're going over speed bumps, for example, I think that's the risky part of where you could scratch. Let's hope not today. So I'm going to jump in and get myself a bit familiar, go and find a quiet location, and then get my first ever experience in this car, finishing hopefully somewhere for a very nice coffee. arrived on some back roads, feeling pretty hot to say the least. It was quite a stressful ride getting here. I didn't film the first bit driving outside of Autobahn because you go straight into the city, and as I found out, I entered straight into the area of a Taylor Swift concert, so it was a little bit hectic to say the least. It's given me around 25 minutes now just to get to know the car a little bit. It's a quick walk around the car because I'm getting completely destroyed by mosquitoes stood here. Wow. Driving here, as I said, around 25 minutes just cruising. It was really okay. You know, quite some vibration, quite a lot going on, took some adjustment, but as you would expect for, as I said, what is a road-going race car. This is from their GT2 race car. I've driven quite a few cars where, you know, they're called race cars for the road, but this is definitely taking it to the next level. Two things I noticed straight away is the braking, because the braking is non-assisted, and the steering, and of course the F1 style steering wheel. These especially make this feel like a race car for the road, and I just can't get enough of it. So this one, as I said, is, I think, fully spec'd. It really has every option. I'm not sure all of the options available, but I know it does have the options like these center lock wheels designed, I think, by OZ Racing, and the carbon ceramic brakes, which is good on a car like this to have good stopping power, but also it brings the overall weight down as well, making this even lighter than it already is. And super nice to see center lock wheels on, just like a race car and just like a Porsche GT car. So first of all, the tricky part, getting in. A small latch here to open this fighter jet style canopy, which currently is around 100 degrees Celsius. And then there's a few ways of doing it, but you can kind of figure out your own way. The steering wheel is currently off on the passenger seat, which gives you a bit of extra room. Kind of sit here, nice comfortable carbon fiber chair. I personally swing one leg in like this, and then followed by the other. Lean back a bit, not to hit your knee on this, like I've already done. I'm actually bleeding on my right knee because I've already done that, but worth it. And just fall into the seat like this. Here is a steering wheel, looking awesome. Very, very cool. Hold these two bits at the back here. You pull them and you see it pulls apart these metal clamps. Try to put it on. Okay, we are on. I need to start the car straight away to try and cool it down. Good. Oh my God. I have not sweated this much in a long time. I don't even sweat this much at the gym. I'm going to blast some cool air in here for a second. You can't set it to a temperature, I found out. It just tells you what the current temperature is in here, and then you can just simply make it faster or slower. So I would like to get it a bit down from 39 degrees Celsius. Just a smidge. Small window here. Actually, I'm not sure how to open it. Ah, there we go. Ah, look at that. Fresh air. Let's get going. Put the aircon down a bit so you hear something else. Right, I'm in sport or race mode even, I think. I don't know. Let's just go for a drive. So we've got the 2.5 litre 5-cylinder from the Audi RS3 that we all love. One of the greatest engines ever. Putting out 493 horsepower. So with all options, did you hear that? With all options of things like the lightweight lithium battery, carbon ceramics, which reduce weight even more, the weight of this car is 1,210 kilograms. Oh my word. There's the brakes, yeah. That takes some time to get used to. Having actual race brakes, no assisted brakes, takes some time to get used to, but I love it because once you're used to it, you can really what's going on. 7-speed DSG gearbox, these massive paddles that, as you can hear, make quite a sound when you click them. No cup holders, surprisingly, which is a shame actually. Every car, even race cars for the road, need a cup holder. Holy moly. Yeah, you really feel that power with that weight combination. Wow. Obviously I'm not going to go flat out today. It's a brand new car. The pinnacle of KTM road going cars. I hope they continue to do things like this. This is extremely special. Oh, I've missed that. It actually also has a 96 litre fuel tank, which is quite surprising. So you can really fill up, go, and if you're feeling strong enough, you know, drive probably several hours down south on a road trip. It has 160 litres behind, 4 luggage. Not bad, considering when you look at this car, you could well think it has 0 luggage space. 3-way adjustable coilover suspension. As I said, it's a car, you know, that was mostly made for the track. You have a lot of kind of road going track cars that are, you know, split differently, 50-50. But this feels more like 70-30. And this road's closed. So this is the road I would normally go. Typical. Absolutely typical. No sign. Just closed it. Very easy actually though to, so I'm getting confused where to look, to change gear. Maneuvering is, it's really surprisingly okay. Have to say, that was really not too bad. Okay, that road is closed. We need to go find another road, and there isn't many around here, so you had to bear with me. Let's just make the most of it. So the steering feels really, really nice. You really can feel exactly what you're doing. It's extremely responsive. Very nice steering, as you would expect. Oh, yeah, speed limit, speed limit. Goes up quite a bit quicker than I realised. That sound behind though, worth buying for looks and that sound. Right behind your head, it feels like an Audi S1 Quattro Group B rally car is chasing you down, which is a very, very nice thing. Yes, that sound always brings out the child in me. Listen to that turbo spool. Ridiculous. In a good way, ridiculous. It's like I'm being tickled each time it goes off. Yeah, I want one. But as it's such an expensive car, it's definitely out of my budget. But I hope someone buys this, and I hope more people buy them, because just seeing these on the road, you're doing everyone else a favour just by driving this on the road, because it just looks so ridiculously cool. Just feels fantastic, really. I can only imagine what it feels like when you would take it onto a track. Must be spectacular. I think we should head back, to be honest. My roads are closed today. Not much I can do about that. Limited kilometers, so I can't go anywhere else now. Just stopped up at the fuel station quickly. Then I need to head back. Massively behind time because I entered more construction and closed roads. Apparently the whole of this area at the moment is under construction. Cheers. Oh my God. Love this. This will never ever get boring. Time to head back to Autoworld Schweiz, where it just so happens also they have an extremely nice coffee machine, which I'm quite excited to use. So let's go back there, make a coffee. Ideally an iced coffee if they have ice, otherwise I can do an espresso.